Hi guys, happy Tuesday evening. Hope you're well. Hope you're enjoying your wintry Tuesday evening, whatever you're doing. This is your general tarot reading. You are the fixed person. So the first card, as always, wonky Phil. The first card may resonate the most, and the rest is what we call a prediction. Okay, so if it resonates to some degree with the first card, then go with it, and if it doesn't, then watch me on Sunday, because I will be doing another one on Sunday during the day. Okay, so as always, I'm going to start with the colour cards and let's see what is going to be coming in. So I'm just going to shuffle these now and just ask what is coming in for my question. Is just link it with the energy that the tarot is going to provide for us today. So I don't know what the message at the top is, but let's have a look at the bottom. Plum. Overcome your challenges. Okay, so that might be somewhere along the line in the tarot reading, but let's have a look. Let's begin. So these are the tarot cards now, and let's ask. Let's see what is coming up for my questioners. The first card, it's too many. The first card coming up for my questioners, what are they represented by? Flew right out there. You are the Knight of Wands. This is good for you. Because whilst it doesn't show a main destination to where you're at the moment, there's an enthusiasm with this card. Now, knights they can be messengers. It's not like you're going to be giving a message to somebody as such, can do. But what this is, you've got a firm grip of your ideas right now. And, you know, maybe some things have had to not work out in order for you to get to where you need to be, or you to feel a certain way for X amount of time for you to think, no, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to try a different angle. And this is what's coming in. So the knights are really, really good. The wands is all about, it's that fire sign energy. So it's the finding the fire in your belly, okay? Some of you may literally feel like, it's almost like the sacral chakra and the solar plexus are kind of fusing together, and it's giving you your direction, okay? So if you feel like you feel a bit more empowered, or you feel a bit more like there's a certain direction, even if it's only on a mind level to begin with, that is something, okay? So, you know, and also what this can mean, if you just started talking to somebody, there's a lot of flirtation going in with regards to that also. But when the Knight of Wands comes up, you know what direction you're going. If you've been waiting on something, or if you've, like I say, been fed up of feeling a certain way, you're giving yourself direction because you've either had some news, or you're, whatever that is for you. I just really had a mind blank then, you know, but it's almost like, okay, that's that. And this is this bit is the way I'm going to go down, whatever that is, okay? So keep that fire in your belly, whatever that is for you. Okay. From an outside influence position, we've got the Five of Wands. Both the wands at the moment, guys. There could be some professional jealousy you've been experiencing or are experiencing, basically meaning, look at who claps in your corner and sings your praises when you aren't there, sort of thing, okay? So this could be you moving in the right direction and you, like, I don't know, passing a degree or something like that, and then amplifying your energy and saying, yeah, I can do this, I can be promoted, whatever. So this Five of Wands could be like, oh, well, can you clean the bins though, because you haven't done that, have you? It will be that kind of, I'm going to put a damper on this now. Now, this can be at work, but this also can be with people around you. So be mindful who you say things to. The Knight of Wands is fast, and you could, like, you know, it's a shame, isn't it, that we can't, you know, give our good news or ideas to certain people, but it's the way it is sometimes, guys, and some people do not have your backs when you are not there, and this is what this combination is coming in for, okay? This is mock battles though, so it's no one that's a real enemy or a situation that's really kind of sinister. What this is pettiness. What this is again, the mock battles. The key word there is mock, showing it's not real, okay? So it's somebody's ego or somebody's filtered perception or whatever that is, but that's somebody's something, not yours. So if you are experiencing this lower frequency, this is more of a lesson for you to kind of rise above it, keep that fire in your belly, and keep moving forwards, okay? Now, the Five of Wands can be you. I mean, this is coming in from an outside influence position, but when we have been going to, say, the same job for X amount of years, we've had the same routine for X amount of years. Once you start to change direction, that feeling of coming out of your comfort zone might lead you to be your own worst enemy here, which is why sometimes external influences can be quite repressive. So if somebody says, oh, that's good, but, you know, don't you then think, oh, but then actually I should listen to that. Don't take everything on, and don't listen to that little kind of negative voice in your own head that might stop you from getting to where you need to get to. If this is with reference to a situationship, then yeah, the mock battles isn't something we really want to see, guys, in any type of relationship. There could be, again, jealousies in a relationship, or there could just be like no support that you thought, and somebody might be diverting the real kind of congratulatory type energy to like being petty, because there could be some insecurities there also. Let's see what's coming in from your position again. The King of Wands, there ain't no stopping you, guys. So you've gone for the Knight to the King. Happy days, all right? So whatever this is not going to stop you from getting to where you need to get to. And good on you, okay? So sometimes it's the road less traveled, it's the lonelier path that can lead you to your greatness, not following the mass, you know, what the majority, what people do, or what people think you should do as well. When you're the King of Wands, this is an extension, this is an elevation to where you are being the Knight of Wands. So this is you perfecting your craft, this is you studying a lot more, this is you gaining some recognition for what it is that you're doing, for what you're doing even, and any naysayers, any negativities, any petty kind of annoyances that you are experiencing, you seem to pass some test, guys, because you end up being the king. If this was more of a lower frequency energy, then what I would say is you're listening too much to an external source. You're listening too much and looking at the situation at hand as the outcome, the destination of where you are going to be forever. That's never the case. If you've got that vision, if you've got that feeling attached to that vision, then you end up being this energy here. So keep going with it is what I want to say. You're not here right now, you're here. And that's a beautiful thing. I think also, if we're going to look at this with regards to situationships, relationships, you're showing yourself that you're not reactive. You may have been before, you know, if you've not heard from somebody, for example, you could have messaged them and then you could have gone, oh gosh, they haven't replied, but it's on red, it's on blue, the blue ticks on WhatsApp, or they've read it with a little eye on Instagram. I hear that story quite a lot, guys. But you're rising above all that. You're rising above and going, it is what it is. I've got too much of a good thing going on to be focused on things that used to bother me and will dilute my high vibe frequency. We don't want that, okay? So let's see where you are going underneath the Knight of Wands. So this is a future position now, and we've got a major hello justice. So any kind of untoward, unfair energy that's coming up here with the Five of Wands, it's not going to be anything serious, guys. I mean, this is the five conflicting energy. You've got the justice coming in here. So what is done in the dark is brought to the light, as above, so below, as they say. And you will feel in very beautiful balanced energy. This is a Libra. You don't have to be Libra. You can just have that in your chart somewhere. Or at that point in your life, you will be very influenced by the Venus energy, which is what Libra is ruled by, which is all about that self-love, okay? If you find that there's no balance on an emotional level, tap into your heart chakra energy, tap on your thymus, and just kind of give to yourself a lot more on an emotional level and refill those scales. You know, the scales with the justice that he's got in his hand there. We don't want them out of balance. We want them in balance. But this is good so far because it shows that with a little ignition, with a little fire in your belly, with you going with that, whatever that is, that could even be your intuition, and you becoming the King of Wands. Again, there's no male or female in tarot. The justice comes in beautifully for you. And sometimes, you know, what happens is, again, you know, I keep saying like the road less traveled. That's the most daunting because you don't know how things are going to turn out. You don't know how, you know, people are going to react to certain things. And actually, if this Five of Wands energy continues, you're going to get bored of it anyway if you're not already. So petty arguments, petty kind of conflicts, professional jealousies, rise above it, guys. Be the King of Wands energy, which is coming in your way, and the justice, the balance prevails. And, you know, this doesn't have to be with people. This can also be with situations, not putting up with certain situations. You deciding, do you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. I'm going to find a different option. Where you are now, which is the Knight of Wands, and it all comes in beautifully. So far, let's see what else is coming in from an external situation. Let's see, shall we? So let's ask what is coming in from, that's face down. I don't read that face down. What is, they're saying no, I'm going to listen to them. It needs to be clear. A clear sign with the cards, what is coming in. Thank you. All the wands. Now you've got the 10 of Wands. Now, this is interesting. Very interesting. Outside influence is the 5, then met by the 10. High stress card. The Lord of Welcome Burden, guys. What's going on? So it seems that whilst you are getting into your own groove with finding your fire, finding actually putting your ducks in a row, so to speak, and thinking, okay, well, this is what I'm going to do. When things change like that, it has a ripple effect. And sometimes some people in situations don't always agree with those changes. And hey ho, each to their own. But this will cause a little bit of stress. Now, the interesting thing is you've got the Justice right by your side here because you are the Justice. And right next to it is the stress card, okay? So don't feel when this stressful energy comes in. And it's not stress where you're giving yourself stress. It's stress where other people might be coming to you with certain stresses. Or can you do this because, or, you know, when you change certain things or when things change out of your control, you feel like it's a lot more stressful than what it is, okay? Because what I want to reiterate, the 5 and the 10 of Wands are nothing to lose sleep over. They're really not. They're just things, they're niggles, they're annoyances. And how we change and how we view things differently, they will become different to you also. So it's making that switch, which you're doing anyway. There is a heavy Wands energy. There's a lot of communication coming up here. And I just feel if you are in a bit of a situationship with somebody also, that they might not be in a very happy place at the moment either. They might feel very stressful. They might feel like they've got too much on their plate. But at the same time, whereas before you might have been the helper taking all that on, your energy is changing so much here because it's almost like you're honouring your own soul now. Or if you realise there's certain things that you can do nothing about, it is what it is, then you're making the most of that. And so be prepared for the little wobble, and then we'll see what is coming in, okay? So don't take on everyone's energy. Don't take on face value situation and think, well, this isn't for me, but I'm stuck with it. You're not. You're really, really not. The Justice and the King and the Knight are showing you all in your positions that you have so much power to move forward with. Think about what changes are you making right now? Is it on a mind level, on a physical level, on a career level, on a, you know, very early New Year's Eve resolution level? And you might be starting to think in that dynamic, thinking, okay, well, I know I need to make changes. But when we make changes, as I keep saying, it's going to highlight things that do need those change, you know, and it might seem like it's more of an obstacle than what it really is, and it isn't, guys. I want to say no to the naysayers. Do not give them the time of day. Underneath the King of Wands, what is coming in? What's that one that flipped over? There was, but I'm not reading that one because it was my shuffling. So I'm going to ask now, what is coming in underneath the King of Wands? So I'm just going to ask. I'm going to get a clarify for this. So can I have a clarify for this card? Ooh. Ooh, she said. Seven of Cups. The first cups actually to come out here. So whilst this is the Lord of Welcome Burden, this is the Lord of Welcome Delusion. Keyword there, guys, is welcomed. Have you got a filtering system with things you do not want? Or have you allowed everything to come in as it should? Taking on everything. Because once we take on everything, if you do this with the 10 of Wands coming in for you, you will feel like the 7 of Cups. Like there's so many options to take, you will start to feel overwhelmed. This is the kind of option. However, what this is some of them are real, some of them are not. Some of them are knee-jerk reactions and you feel you should do something because of that domino effect. But if you take a step back from that, which I did notice here, where you've got the High Priestess, which is a very still, intuitive energy, little heads up, you won't make the wrong decision. This could be a new job. This could be a different approach to a partnership, a business, whatever that is for you. But I feel the lesson here, guys, is one, to know your worth with you as a person, with you, with your passions and your beliefs. And also, what are you taking on? Are you taking on too much? Do you feel responsible if somebody feels bad? Do you feel like if somebody says to you so and so, look, this is annoying me, and then you take that on, you try and fix it? Because that's what's coming in. And then once we try and be that person, we deplete our energy and then we feel overwhelmed. So if there was no outside stresses, there would be like 1 or 2 options here for you. But you've given yourself all of these. Now, this isn't a bad card to have, but it's more of a heads up, mindful card for you to be more aware of your filter system. Are you the open floodgates and people can access your energy with every single little thing? Or do you close those gates and all the mud, the twigs, the leaves can't get in, and it's just that pure water that you want to come in? Okay. When I ask for a clarifier, it's all happy days because you've got the World and you've got the 10 of Cups. This is you entering into a brand new phase of your life. Timelines, it can be January, but so around about January, you're going to feel emotionally fulfilled anyway. This is a happy card. This is an excellent card. This is a good combination because it just seems, you know that saying, like from little acorns, oak trees grow? Is that what they say? This is what this is. And you'll be glad that you stayed in your conviction and didn't sweat the small stuff. You didn't consume your energy worrying about what somebody's doing, worrying about money, worrying about how is this going to work out. Because when you hone in on your strengths will show itself to you, and then opportunity will come in the form of a brand new phase anyway. If some of you are learning something new, keep with it. That would be excellent for you. There will be fruits from that. There could be a new job around about January, February time for you. And let's see what is coming in as an overall clarifier. There you go. Let things play out as they should, because you've got the Wheel of Fortune. Balance, she's in the tree position there actually, so it's interesting how I use that acorn oak tree analogy. Keep grounded, I feel, is the word here, guys. Keep focused. There's a lot of noise outside, a lot of opinions. But mostly people are not really knowing what they're doing anyway. They might appear like they are, but a lot of people have no idea, and they like to make out that sometimes they have this direction. So don't take everything as face value. Therefore, don't compare, is what I'm saying, you know, because we don't know what someone's going through. But if someone's projecting their insecurities on you with the 5 of Wands, you don't have to put up with that whatsoever. But the Wheel of Fortune, so make those small changes now and you will see this energy coming in for you here. This can be also a new relationship, which would be very exciting. Okay, so let's see now what colour is coming in. There you go. All the colours, the rainbow. Number 1. Look at that. Because you are number 1. Remember that. Look after number 1. Connect to spirit and nature. So there's always a message for you. Always a message. There's a message in the wind in the trees, the birds first thing in the morning, the sound of the sea, the sound of whatever it is that's natural. Ground yourself as much as possible. Keep yourself centered, and the Wheel of Fortune will work for you in such amazing ways. The reason why it's saying ground yourself in nature, that's where we get our, I mean, for me personally, I get my answers there. Like I get inspired. But this external energy will help keep you, you know, grounded away from this. Stresses, conflicts. No. Anyway. That is your Tuesday evening tarot reading. I will be doing other bits and pieces on my Instagram, also like little 5-minute videos as well. Other than that, guys, to book in for a private reading, I offer half an hour or 1 hour. I'm doing my third eye chakra class next Thursday and teaching tarot part 1 next Sunday. So if you're interested in that, the events are on my page. Guys, you have a beautiful evening. Have a great week, and I will see you on Sunday. Take care.